Hello and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Crystal Clear. When we ended last episode, we had just picked up a fishing rod, and so we are going to try it out together. So I'm going to put that onto my registered button, which on my thing over here is F. So I can now just press F and kaboom. I can not even get a nibble on my fishing rod. Okay, cut to me actually getting a bite here. Oh, a bite! Typical of the very next, oh, whatever. Magikarp. Yes, as I said in the last episode, we're basically just gonna catch Magikarp with this fishing rod at this point. Not really a whole lot to do with it, other than level it up and evolve it. But it's another Pokemon to add to our dex, so it's a Pokemon that we're going to catch. It doesn't deserve a Great Ball, it's just going to go into a regular basic Pokeball. Oh, come on, really? This Magikarp has already cost more than it's worth. Well, spin ahead to the future. Next ball again, whatever. I've got to cut it out anyway because speed up button, it's not nice to look at. This weak and pathetic Pokemon easily gets pushed along rivers when there are strong currents. Yes, indeed. There we go, perfect name. Let's check out your IVs at least. Yeah, they're not bad. They're not great, but they're not bad. Okay, so, yes. To the Pokemon Center. What's today's day? Saturday. Oops. Sorry, I clicked out of the frame to check my calendar. But yeah, it's Saturday today, which means I cannot actually catch a Lapras today, unfortunately. But that's fine. I believe it can only be caught on a Friday. But, on the other hand, I don't have the necessary resources to currently catch a Lapras, so it gives me time to get it. Birdkeeper Peter sent out a Pidgey. Okay, this is nothing we haven't seen before, so I'm just going to spin off. Okay, so that guy just had 2 Pidgeys and a Spearow, all Pokemon that we've really seen before. No need to leave that in. During that battle, however, we leveled up and learned a new move, which we will show off in the next battle that we get to. And by we, I mean Fluffy. Fluffy leveled up and got a new move. Excuse me if you heard that. Took a deep breath in and accidentally let out a burp. X attack. I don't think we've encountered any X items before. They just boost your stats temporarily for one battle. Not the most useful items in the game, but they can come in handy in a pinch. Yeah. As for the wild Pokemon around here, not really worth battling for anything. Wow, what a surprise. I didn't expect to see anyone here. This is the only path directly to Azalea from Violet City, and you didn't expect to see anyone here. Daniel, you... Don't even at me, Daniel. Oh, but he does have an Onix, which can be a scary Pokemon to face, particularly for this team. So I'm gonna flick over to Q-Con just because I outlevel it 1,000,000 to 1. and yeah, it's just... There we go. Right. Yeah, see, I tried to get my Pokemon on par with the levels of the gym. I didn't realize that would make me so over-leveled compared to the commonplace trainers, so I think I'm going to avoid grinding from here on out. And I'm just going to Zerg rush this next gym to bolster the levels of the basic trainers. So, let's blitz through this cave, eh? I could go back to heal, but let's not bother drawing it out. Might as well just keep going through the cave, you know? Zubat's Supersonic keeps confusing my Pokemon. I'm seriously upset about that. Do. So yes, this is a Fire Breather Bill. Ooh, this is Fire Breather Bill. He has a Coughing, another Pokemon we have not yet seen. Coughing is a poison type, and although it looks like it, it is not a flying type. When I was a kid, I used to think that Coughing was in fact a poison/flying type, just because it was levitating off the ground. I thought that was justification enough for it. Oh dear. However, in later games it got given the Levitate ability, which made it immune to ground type moves as it was not touching the ground. But in this game, it's weak to ground type attacks. So talk about your 180s. So yep, just another Coughing. Hopefully this one will not blow up on me. Even if it does, Dwayne over here is resistant to... Oh, bye Blackjack. Dwayne over here is resistant to explosion and self-destruct attacks, owing to the fact that he is a rock type. Fire Breather Bill was defeated. Also, that's a really nice sprite. That coloration on that sprite looks really good. Alright, let's carry on travelling through this cave. Down here we have a Great Ball. And, ooh, more stuff. Oh dear. Just a potion, nothing good. I'm going to ignore that guy up there that's dancing about. And, oh my dear lord, really? I'm also going to ignore that trainer there. Oh, but there is an item here. Oh, I have a full bag, so let's have a little look, shall we? Nothing much that I can really do with any of this. What was this? An awakening. I'll just leave it here for now. Alright, so I'm just going to dodge this dude. How convenient that none of those wild encounters had any Pokemon in them whatsoever. Right, Solid Snake past those guys. Oh, hey Slowpoke. So... Yes, that gets us into Azalea Town. It's covered in Slowpokes. Oops. I accidentally clicked into my recording software. Yeah, let's heal up. Please do. Yeah. Right. Hey mate, how's it going? Bill's PC can store up to 20 Pokemon per box. Yes, I know. In later games that will become 30, but at the moment, yes, it is 20. Do I know about apricorns? Crack one open and hold it out, fit it with a special device. Yes. So that's just telling us about the ancient ways of using Pokeballs. In fact, there was, I think it was the 4th Pokemon movie. A trainer was actually depicted using one. Samuel? Oh, what do you want, Joey? This is Joey. Got a minute? Let's get together and battle. I promise things will be different. Route 30 is well I'll be. Come give me a shout when you want to battle. Well, ladies and gentlemen, You know we can't turn down youngster Joey when he wants to battle. First, let's clear some space in our pack. Oops. Oh, and on the way, I might as well grab this berry here. So yes, let's go battle youngster Joey with the help of our good buddy Claw over here. Let's see, he is north of Cherry Grove, right? Restores a small amount of HP when held in battle, has some other uses too. And this antidote, might as well grab that too. Apparently I missed that before. Hey Joey, how's it going? I've been waiting, let's battle now! Wait, I lost? Already? So we two-shot youngster Joey's Rattata. I lost again? Oh, doggone it. Alright, mate. Alright, let's head back to Azalea Town. Now, before we battle the gym, there is one trainer out here that I wanted to battle. And he is super important. Well, he's a little bit important. This here is Hiker Anthony, if I can speak. A super potion. Very nice, very nice. Alright. Sorry, wipe the floor with this first Pokemon, Geodude. Not really worth talking about or talking over. Matchup we've not really seen much of, so I'll speak whilst we knock out matchup. Hiker Anthony is one of the Pokemon trainers that we can get the number of, and he's really interesting. I believe he tells you about swarms. Not many swarms, but just the swarms like in this sort of region. Similar to, I believe, Bugcatcher Wade. And swarms are an interesting mechanic because they make rare Pokemon incredibly common. Which, obviously, you can see the appeal for that in a Catch-'em-all run. If there's a Pokemon that I can't find, sometimes Hiker Anthony will just call me up and be all like, yeah, there's a ton of them here right now. So, yeah, we can get his number, and hopefully, if we ever run into that situation where we've got 250 Pokemon instead of 251, skidoo skiday, he knows the way. Alright, I don't know if there's any new Pokemon down here, so I guess I'll have a little mish and find out. Alright, so now we're back in town. I suppose we can have a little look over here. I love my Farfetch'd. Without it, we wouldn't be able to cut trees for charcoal. Hey, you've got some experience. Here, take this. Take this HM. So yes, this guy will give you the HM01, which, oh jeez, allows us to use the cut move. Now let's see if anyone in our party can learn it. Sadly, no, Faye cannot learn it. That's a shame. I've already got charcoal. I don't need it. Either way, that's enough stalling for now. Let's take on the gym. And now this kind of does look like a double battle, doesn't it? But in the original game, it's not a double battle because they don't exist yet. However, Pokemon Crystal Clear says... Nah, one at a time still. That's a shame. But also, this is a new Pokemon that we have not yet seen. Lady Anne, the evolved form of a ladybird, I believe a Pokemon that we have seen. It's a daytime encounter on Route I forget the number of it, but it's the one north of Cherry Grove. We saw it anyway, so you can go back and look if it's really that important here. Bug flying type, I believe. Gets a nice array of different punching attacks. Has some small amount of use in competitive play, I believe. Doesn't see a whole lot of play though, just because its usefulness is outstripped by Pokemon that can just do its job and better and do other jobs. But Reapy managed to dispatch him with no real issues. So another reason why he's not really used in competitive much. Stats just don't really hold up to many fully evolved Pokemon, let alone semi-evolved Pokemon. A Spinarak, this is a Pokemon that we have caught. I'm gonna just let Reapy do as much as she can in this gym. But yes, the Spinarak is a Pokemon we've caught. It's a bug and poison type. Obviously an arachnid style Pokemon. Its moveset mostly consists of debuff moves. Sticky Web, for instance, automatically slows down any Pokemon that gets sent out in battle. It has Scary Face, poisoning attacks. Not really a whole lot of use other than just to cause a bit of disturbance on the battlefield. Blackjack's back on my lap again now. Sunflora, that's not a Pokemon I was expecting to see in here. Well, since they're using Pokemon that aren't bug types, I'm going to use a Pokemon that isn't Reapy. That's right, Sunflora is not a bug type. It is a pure grass type Pokemon. In fact, it is the evolved form of Sunkern. It evolves using an item that we have in the PC. A Sunstone. I got that from winning the bug catching contest, I believe. And it's a rather interesting Pokemon. That is to say, it completely sucks. But its pre-evolved form, Sunkern, actually has one upside to it. It's the only Pokemon that has the potential to max out every single stat for the little athletic minigames in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Skiploom, this is a grass and flying type Pokemon. Maybe it's not a flying type yet, but it will be when it evolves at the very least. Evolved from Hoppip and evolves into Jumpluff, I believe. It could be that Skiploom and Jumpluff are the other way around that I'm thinking. Either way, it will get easily devastated by a sunlight-powered flamethrower. Odd that they're using grass types in the bug-type gym. But no matter. Amiya may go down, and we move on to the next trainer. Isn't that right, Blackjack? Isn't that right? Yes, it is. Bug Pokemon are cool and tough. I'll prove it to you. Squish the Betty. Squish the Betty. Ooh, do. No. He's going to sleep. Nothing's gonna move him now. He's going to sleep. Butterfree. A Pokemon that we have, and thus should need no more introduction than that. Learns decent variety of moves, mostly status inflicting moves. As you see, it's used Sleep Powder on me twice now. Second time it hit. Let's skip ahead a little bit. Okay, so whilst I was asleep and waking up, it actually confused me using Supersonic. Please don't let it get the paralysis off. Oh my dear lord, please. Game, please. Thank you, game. See, Butterfree is a bit lethal in the early game because its stats get maxed out to its final evolution by level 10. I guarantee you though, by the time our Pokemon roll around to level 30 and they start getting to their maximum evolutionary forms, things like Butterfree are going to pose absolutely no threat to us whatsoever. And we are confused and asleep again. Please get through. Yes! Interesting thing about confusion, unlike sleep and paralysis, if I switch out my Fluffy, if I switch out, like I'm going to do now, confusion will go away. And here comes Dwayne. Now Beedrill, the poison type counterpart to Butterfree, or rather the red counterpart to Butterfree, a bug and poison type rather than a bug and flying type, contrary to what it appears to be. Very easy Pokemon to take out, debatably stronger than Butterfree, in the later games at least, because it gets access to a lot of good moves, and we just got magnitude 10 with a 200 base power, I believe. That is a devastating attack if it lands. Heracross, okie doke. A bug fighting type Pokemon. Heracross is a Generation 2 Pokemon that was new for this game. Whew. Were they rare in this game though? I think they had like a 1% encounter rate if you found the right tree to headbutt. And as you're going to see in Ilex Forest, there's a lot of trees to headbutt. Unfortunately, I'm not doing as much damage as I would have liked, so I'm going to switch over to Claw. Being both a bug and a flying type Pokemon, bug and fighting type Pokemon, it has a 4 times weakness to the flying type attack. So, it misses its Fury attack, and it's going to go down in a single swipe from our Fly. Looks like we may have been speed tied there. Boom. Repeat levels up to 21. Claw comes out and sweeps the floor. I did indeed prove how tough I am. Sent some to Mum. Good. Bug Pokemon evolve young, so they get stronger that much faster. Yes, that's the exact same thing I was just talking about with Butterfree and Beedrill. Because they evolve at such low levels, they get dangerous very quickly. However, that trade-off is that they are not very good for as long as other Pokemon would be. So yes, I said that I was going to use this in our next match, which I then completely forgot to do. Thunder Wave automatically paralyzes a target, halves the speed, and gives them a chance to not be able to attack on their turn. Let's see how much damage we can deal with this Thunder Shock. Still not much, okay. Focus Energy increases their critical hit chance. I'm not sure if that's still bugged in Generation 2 or not though. We will find out. Please do not crit. Oh dear, I don't think it's bugged in Generation 2. Luckily, I believe in Gen 2 that works, Fury attack works differently than in Gen 1. Oh, what's up, Blackjack? What's wrong? Is it because I'm speaking? Well, you chose to sit on my lap, Bub. Let's switch out to Claw. You know, I'll turn my speakers, well, my headphones down just in case that's what he's complaining at. Don't know if you could hear that, but he whined a little bit. It wasn't even a growl, it was just a whine. So yeah, Beedrill goes down in just one swing from a flying claw. Oh, my rear end is getting off. Yeah, I think this is the last episode I'm recording today, because my butt's going numb. Okay, next Pokemon to come out is a new one that we have not seen in this playthrough yet. Benny sends out a Pinsir. Very similar to Heracross in terms of its power level and its typing. Bug fighting again, which means it's still 4 times weak to flying type. It uses a lot of brute strength attacks without much strategy involved. If you wish to overwhelm your foes and out-tank their damage, Pinsir is the way to go. He's not the most bulky, but in terms of, you know, random Pokemon, he's decently bulky enough. Right. Anyway, I'm going to finish clearing out this gym, and we will lead the gym leader until the next episode. Your Pokemon are indeed all grown up, my friend. Oh, Paras. I don't think we've seen these yet, actually. I was going to just skip over this, but yeah, Paras is a grass bug type. Its speciality is to use spore attacks, stun spore, sleep powder, that sort of move, and it actually has access to an incredibly powerful move known as Spore. Just Spore. What that is it's a 100% accuracy sleeping attack. Which doesn't sound that impressive, but I assure you it's really powerful. To the point where I don't think there was a Smeargle in Gen 6's meta that didn't run Spore. And Yanma, another Pokemon we have not yet seen. A little Dragonfly buddy. Honestly, he's kind of forgettable. He's not particularly good, he doesn't excel in anything in particular. He just sort of exists. He got an evolution in Gen 4, but they both just sort of exist. Neither of them really do much. Sorry, Yanma lovers out there, but, you know. Okay. So yeah, that guy was interesting, but I think we're going to leave it here for now. So, in the next episode, we're going to do the obvious. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you in the next episode.